Dan Pinkowski here, and coming to you with the first video here. This is a basic how we usually start our class. What I recommend for most instructors to get a really heavy canvas uniform for your black belts, but for your beginning students, you know, a lot of them use just a lightweight or a black uniform. I would really recommend to spend a little bit extra money and have all your beginning students use a judo uniform. Because there's a lot of choking techniques. A lot of students are afraid of falling, and they can use the uniform to pull up without worrying about ripping the uniform. Also for grappling, we do a lot of grappling, a lot of ground technique, a lot of throwing. So I do recommend, you know, for people who really are core Hapkido to use a judo uniform. Also, you have to understand, my base is Hapkido. I've added other arts onto it, Filipino martial art, JKD, Wing Chun, done a lot of Wing Chun, 35 years of Wing Chun, okay? A lot of Tai Chi, almost 40 years of Tai Chi. But again, my base is Hapkido. You'll see a lot of people that are teaching Hapkido, but their base is not Hapkido. Their base is Taekwondo, which is a hard style. Traditionally, the Han Pu style that I did was very soft style. Actually, when I went to Grandmaster Myung, his style was a little bit harder than the Han Pu style. And I really preferred the soft style better, but we'll get into the different explanations of that later. But those are some of the basic things. The first thing that we do in a class, the next series I'm going to talk about the exercises and why we need to do those and what good exercises there are. But before we do anything, I always tell the students to do a little exercise called a mukyang, or quiet time. And it can be done with the student sitting down with his legs spread out to get maximum stretchability for leg split stretch, or he can be kneeled. It is a quiet time to let all of the energy of the day, and this is basically how I did the class, we would say, take all the heaviness of today and let it all melt like a candle. So your eyebrows will relax, your eyes will relax, all the tension in your jaw will go down, so that all of your tension and energy will just settle to your mind focus of 3 inches below your navel. Sometimes students have a hard time of imagining a melting candle with that, and I also give them 3 different visualizations. For the basic beginner, we tell them to just count backwards from 100 and visibly see the numbers flash, 99, 98, 98, 97, until they get to 0. Another methodology, which I really like to do, is have them imagine a tub full of water and a drain at the bottom, and watch the water slowly accelerate and spin and eventually go down the drain, creating a whirlpool. That's another way of meditating. And then the last but not least, which I think is very, very good, is to imagine a complete black wall with a very small pinhole that is white light, and watch that pinhole become bigger and bigger and bigger until it totally engulfs and encompasses all of the blackness until there's nothing but white. So these are 4 different, you know, meditation, you know, ways of explaining to the student: counting backwards, the whirlpool, a tub of water, black wall, pinhole, white light, or the melting candle. We also tell them to forget about their girlfriend, their wife, their job. It's to basically clear their mind, and it actually allows them to maintain, accept, and learn the technique much better. And they become better students, and you're going to get better results out of your students by them doing this at the beginning. So that's just one little bit of exercise called mukyang at the beginning of each class, clearing the slate, getting ready for information, getting ready for some learning. We'll see you on the next video.